If you've been watching any of my content, you've seen me pull a ton of different poison legendary characters. I really never mess with them, but today we're going to change that. My name is Mitch Warditi, and one of the most recent characters that we pulled is going to be Kalvalax. Okay, Kalvalax seemed really cool. I was going to build him regardless. I even booked him just to see. I know he's going to do well paired with other characters. I don't have those characters ready yet, but I want to see what he's capable of. So in terms of overall stats, we're at almost exactly 100 crit rate, good chunk of crit damage, and we got 250 accuracy. It should be good enough, I think. I'm on the old blue boots, best I could do, but I had 16 crit rate and some accuracy, so not a whole lot of stat wasted there, and actually no stat wasted there. Now, overall, Kalvalax's skill kit. This is what made me want to utilize him right away. Right when the match starts, he places 4 5% poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns at the start of the round. So when you're going through, right when the match starts, if you're in Dragon's Lair, he's gonna put 4 poisons on every single enemy. That's crazy. And it's a 5% poison. Okay, so that means when it ticks, it's gonna do 5% of their damage. The idea here is eventually I will, 1, get a poison sensitivity character to pair with him, and then after that, I will have a detonation character. So whenever I have those two combined with a detonate, it will obliterate everything just from entering the match. I will have every character or every enemy I fight will get that guaranteed X amount of damage. Also, whenever an enemy places a poison debuff on the champion, it removes it, so he's unpoisonable, which is also cool. Next up, we have attacks on enemy damage increases according to number of poisons. Okay, so it's an AoE attack, so whenever the match starts, he'll launch this, do a bunch of damage, and then once the enemies eventually get their turn, they're going to take their poison damage. It also has a enemy max HP value added to it, which is great. Next up, the skill 2 attacks one enemy, place an extra hit for each poison debuff on the target, up to 3 extra hits. Okay, so getting a bunch of extra hits, but depending on how many points you have, fantastic. Lastly, attacks on enemy has a 40% chance of increasing the duration of all poison debuffs on target by 1 turn, heals this champion by 2.5% of their max HP. So he heals himself, self-sustained character. He does pretty much everything you could need for a character of this type. Now, we're going to go test him. I'm going to use him in Clan Boss first. That may be the only test. Maybe I'll try him in a Dragon's Lair, but it's going to be slow. That's the only issue is poisons. I have to wait for them to take their turn. So one of the ideas I had is getting some kind of freeze. I need some kind of crowd control. A lot of people will do stun. A lot of my account is freeze. So I'll do some freeze so that whenever the enemy turn starts, they don't get to move, and then it'll proc the poison damage, and I can go on without taking any additional damage throughout that. Blessings, I will put Phantom's Touch on him. I only got a 1-star blessing. In terms of masteries, I know I don't have it done. I can't finish these. I try my best. I have been a lot better about it lately, but I do not have War Master on him, which is going to severely make it. I mean, he's not going to be anywhere near as good without War Master, especially in Clan Boss, but we'll go see what this all has. Now, real quick, before we get any further, I have a new download link. So QR code at the top, download link in the description. If you download using that link, you're going to be able to get Tagoar right away, Ugo, same as last time, but I switched out Rector Draft, and we also have Fane. So I wasn't sure what the 4th character I wanted for my link was. I think Fane's fine. It could be a potential Clan Boss character, so any of you that are new to Raid, you can download, get those 4 great champions. If you've already downloaded Raid, go into your Player and Play on your PC, log out of your account, and then uninstall the app. Go into the description, click that link, reinstall the app using a new email address. Play through the tutorial, then go to your mailbox, and you will have those characters as you progress through. Next, you can go into the promo code section and enter the promo code Supreme6. Okay, this will give you Supreme Gallic. It's a Void Legendary Champion. Absolutely crazy for PvE content. Will progress your account very, very well. Okay, so now that all that is done, let's go ahead in and let's try him in a Clan Boss run. I do have 1 key available. Typically 1 key. It's very random if I do get the 1 key Ultra Nightmare. It's like 1 every couple days I'll get the random thing in there. I'm going to go ahead in and I'm going to put Kalvalax. Okay, I do not have a secondary poison character. I want to see how this performs. All right, this would be amazing. If I fail, I'm going to close the app out and try a different character. Okay, so we're going to go into this. We have Mikage for extension, so we have Kalvalax for the poisons. I'm hoping we can keep the poisons on, but I'm not sure. We'll see if I need to add an additional poison character. One thing I could do is switch out Narma on. Narma's another poison character that I do have slightly worked on, and I have stock for potential detonation for later, but all of this is going to take a lot of time, and I want to try this character out now, so let's go ahead in, and I'm not going to do the quick battle. Luckily, I have 70 million this, so I can quick battle now. That was a huge time saver overall, so we start out with 4 poisons right away, and we can go in. We did get the extension on the poisons, and it looks like the problem is I have too many debuffs. Doing any kind of poison only team, so we extended the poisons again. So from this point, we should have the poisons pretty much locked down. I don't see back up to 4, and any dual attack with Mikage has a chance to extend it with Kalvalax's S1. Overall, looks really good. I think we should have plenty of poisons. We didn't get the extension there. He's hitting for 60k, and he got the extension there. That's very nice. One issue with getting too many debuffs on Clan Boss is you can only have 10. 10, I believe. So anything past 10, they're gonna be great. Now, two of the things I could do to make this team better is my Lady Noelle does not have War Master on. That would help a lot. And Kalvalax doesn't have War Master. So once I do eventually, my original team has Athorian because it gives attack down and unbuffable, which looks like I already have those debuffs elsewhere. I didn't realize that, but I'm at the very edge of what is good, quote unquote. I'm able to get the 70 million, but once I get Lady Noelle's War Master, it's going to make me there way more consistently because every one of those hits is going to be doing, she'll end up doing millions of extra damage throughout the course of an entire clan boss fight. I do have Brogni. I have a bunch of other characters. Yes, I do have the probably characters to make an unkillable team, and eventually I'll sit down and work on that, but I'm already doing 70 million semi-consistently on one key, so it's not a huge priority. I'm working on a million other things at the same time. One thing that I have learned though is speed buff is fantastic in clan boss. Every time I switch out a speed buff character, dude, that dual attack extension, by the way, so all those poisons, they're capped. The problem is if the boss loses defense break and we put too many more poisons on, we won't be able to re-up our defense break. We won't be able to re-up the attack down. So is the poison damage worth losing out on? That is the question. Let's wait until he goes his S1. I mean, 65k plus I would be getting the additional War Master hit there on every single skill one. That's pretty good. I want to see his other skills to see what kind of damage we're looking at, which he may. Nope, there we go. Wait, no, he activated Pestilence first. I mean, 70,000, pretty good. But as you see, we have no room left now to add the attack down. So I'm not really sure how you do these kind of comps where it is like a general poison comp. I guess you just go all into bulk on every character with Wixwell behind it. If any of you guys are poison comp clan boss, most people are just the unkillable clan boss comp. I know that. But I'm just trying to try out different characters, have fun. This is one of the places that I think is pretty cool. So he tries to put more poisons on. I mean, that's 74k hit. That's pretty good, and it's going to keep ramping the more poisons I get on him. But again, the defense break will probably wear off here in just a second, and that is the killing point of my team because I also don't have the attack down. That attack down is so important to keep up on clan boss throughout the entire fight. It's 20 mil so far. It isn't bad. Now that we've seen his overall damage at 75, he just did even more. That's pretty good. I don't mind that, and once I get him, he's a little squishy. I think he'll be good for any kind of boss killing thing, hopefully. But let me know if you use Kalvalax. Give me some ideas for what could be used with him in different comps, because I probably don't have the character, but I mean, I have Stock and Narma. Those are the two that I would think would work the best. 11 turn poison. I didn't even know that was possible. Do you need a detonator? 11 turn poison is an insane amount of damage. So let's see real quick, and then I'll cut to the end to see how much damage in total we do. I want to see how much poison damage this does on what he's currently sitting at, because that is kind of wild. That's so many poisons. It's 50k per instance. It's like half a mil, and on a 12 turn counter detonating all of that, wouldn't that be like 10 million damage? Oh my gosh, this sounds so fun, and I don't have poison sensitivity on. So honestly, maybe removing Makai. I understand the poison team now. If you can get a detonation to where you're not overstacking like this, yeah, that seems insane. I'm gonna have to go do some research as to what I'm gonna work on next, but this is exciting. That's so 12 turns of poison. That's how detonation works, right? Someone correct me before I pause the video and go to the end. Detonation procs each different instance. So it would be, if I detonate it right now, it'd be 4 different 11 stacks over the side. You can't see the debuffs because my QR code, but that'd be 4, wouldn't it? That is insane. Each one, 500,000 damage. That's like 4 million damage right there. 13? It's stacked up to 13. Okay, I gotta go read some characters, do some research, but I'll come back when this is fully finished. Okay, so we're nearing the end here, and I have like 200 turns of poison on the boss here. That's 8 different poison stacks, each at almost average 20, and I did 51 million damage without War Master. I could see where a poison comp would be so fun, especially if I could find some way to make an unkillable comp plus poison, or some kind of poison plus detonation, because 200 turns of poison, that's 10 million damage I have sitting there, right? Once that detonates, if every poison on him right now detonated, I think that's a lot, right? That seems crazy. So 55 million damage on that on Ultra Nightmare. That's pretty good for not having War Master on either character. That's cool. Okay, so Kalvalax for clan boss actually seems pretty solid. I know I could do something cool with him. I'm trying to avoid making an unkillable comp because that's what everybody does. I know it would help my clan out and everybody in the process, but still trying to avoid it. But that's all I have for this video. It's just a quick Kalvalax. I mean, I've tried him in Dragon. The thing is he's squishy. I don't know how to keep him alive yet. That's going to be a project I'll have to figure out. But let me know where all Kalvalax would be good at. I mean, that passive seems amazing. Whenever you start any fight, putting 4 poison debuffs to start every single round seems wild. So that is the new character to show off. I will continue continue to finish them up, and I'm going to try to come up with some kind of sick poison team. That's what I love about Raid, is just the, I mean, there's certain mechanics I still am trying to figure out, like the detonation on poison. I'm assuming that when you detonate poison, it procs each poison instant. So that would have been like 200 poison procs, which is 10 million damage or whatever. That's a lot. And if I have poison sensitivity, it's even more, isn't it? But that's one less poison. So I'm not sure how that math would math out, but that's the fun of it. You can go crazy with different mechanics and try to min-max. It's very fun. So those of you guys that have not tried Raid, again, QR code at the top, down link in the description. If you download through that, thank you. Helps me out. Whatever you do. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.